I love being able to do this, right? A decoding channel. Okay. I, obviously research a lot of characters, and sometimes I'll notice something and I'm like, damn, that's amazing. Could it be? Yes, it's possible. And I've been like kind of thinking about this one for a little bit, but now I notice a few things and I'm like, damn, 50 Cent and Mike Tyson. I noticed some connections between the two and their characters. There's some similar things. And I'm not saying the pictures or this picture is like, oh, this is undeniable. I'm not saying that like, oh, it's undeniable that they completely look the same. How couldn't you see it? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there is some features that are similar as as well as some other things when you don't even look at the two. But what I do notice is like even like their eyebrows are very similar. Okay? And I didn't go and scrounge through a bunch of pictures, and I didn't go just up and down. I'm trying to just do this semi quick. It's kind of on the fly with the few things that I notice, okay? I'm not trying to dedicate a lot of time to this, right? I got about two other ones on deck, some other four other characters as well. I noticed the eyebrows. 50 Cent's known for being like a tough guy. And if I'm not mistaken, he also has boxing experience, the character 50 Cent. And you want to know something else? What's 50 Cent's supposed real name? Curtis Jackson. And this is Mike Tyson on the right. How about that? And 50 Cent would be the one rapper where if you were to say which rapper can beat up which rapper, I know he's getting older, but in his prime, it would be like you don't want to mess with 50 Cent, right? Okay? And look, I know they mentioned he has like boxing experience or something like that, which is an amazing connection, and I'm not done. Look at this. It says was not a professional boxer. Look, he did participate in boxing as a youth. Don't you think that's amazing? Including competing in Golden Gloves. And look, Jack's son, Tyson. And you want to know something else amazing? 50 Cent Curtis Jackson, his birthday is a few days after Mike Tyson. Look at that. Mike Tyson's got the June 30th birthday, y'all. June 30th. 50 Cent, July 6th. Look at that. 50 Cent, July 6th. Iron Mike Tyson, June 30th. So how many days? 30 days. So Mike Tyson's birthday was the last day of June. 50 Cent's birthday is 6 days after Mike Tyson. Isn't that awesome? And, 6 days after Iron Mike Tyson, and his name's Jack's son. And they said he was like, he participated in boxing as a youth. Look at this picture, this May. Let's look at this picture now. Look at that right there. You're telling me that there isn't a resemblance? Are you telling me there isn't a resemblance to Iron Mike Tyson? Isn't that awesome? Look at that right there. Isn't that wild? That's amazing, man. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to pull up another picture here. Isn't that wild? Here's Mike Tyson again. And again, and you know what else? I almost forgot. And again, I'm not saying they look, oh, they look identical. There's definitely similarities. And remember 50 Cent had In the Club, where it was like he's made in a lab or whatever? 50 Cent definitely doesn't, like, I hate to say it, but like there's just something up with the guy. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? It's just skin kind of looks weird and like stretchy. But look at the eyebrows. Again, the eyebrows very similar with these two characters. I've always noticed that with Iron Mike Tyson. There's definitely similarities. And again, 50 Cent just kind of like looks strange. His face is right. So, what else? They're both known for their speech, right? Because they say 50 Cent got shot in the mouth and he would talk slow. And remember, Mike Tyson, they would like kind of make fun of his. I don't know who would do it. I wouldn't. But they would, he kind of like talk like a girl. And it was kind of like a joke, I guess, throughout early media. As I was young, um, I don't know if his voice sounds the same now. I mean, it probably just obviously just matured a little bit, but he's known for that voice. Uh, why does 50 Cent speak? Oh, man, I guess I'm not fast enough. But he kind of like speaks, I don't know how they call it. Let's see what Google says. Speak slowly due to a bullet fragment lodged in his tongue after being shot 9 times. The injury, which also affected his jaw. That's interesting because a boxer would get punched in their jaw, but wasn't there glass jaw in the Mike Tyson game? Glass Joe? Or that might be a stretch, right? Glass Joe, glass jaw. But, anyways, his voice, right? He's known for speaking a certain way because they said he got shot 9 times, a part of the script, right? Why does Mike Tyson speak the way he does? A distinct speech pattern. You see that? So these characters, Curtis Jackson, Mike Tyson, with the boxing connection, right? 50 Cent's birthday 6 days after Iron Mike. They have similarities in their appearance. They're both known for having um, certain types of speech due to certain circumstances. Mike Tyson's distinct speech pattern, including his lisp, is primarily due to a childhood accident that affected his upper lip and resulted in misaligned teeth. Isn't that interesting? So you could easily insert the 50 Cent story there, right? Accident. They're not telling us what. A car accident, what? Right? So maybe it's possible that the real story is Mike Tyson got shot. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's like riddles that we got to figure out. Isn't that wild? And you'll find a lot of 50 Cent stories about like maybe fighting, or you don't want to fight him, or 50 Cent squares up with this guy, that guy. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that wild? Oh, is he a boxing promoter? No way. Is 50 Cent a boxing promoter? Ooh, 50 Cent was cool with Floyd Mayweather. Mmm. Been involved with in boxing promotion. Look at that. And he was cool and not cool, cool, not cool, or whatever with Floyd. Is 50 Cent affiliated with Floyd Mayweather? Isn't that wild? Damn, that's wild, man. Isn't that wild, y'all? So what else? Isn't that wild? So let's just head to the Gematrinator calculator. Remember, this is all on the fly, okay? This is all on the fly. Let me get rid of what I got over here already. So it doesn't mean anything's going to match. It looks like the mouse is dying. Okay, look, it doesn't mean anything's going to match, but let's just take a look because I think all of that stuff is undeniable. But let's just enter a few things. A 50 would kind of be over the top anywhere, right? Like 50 Cent. Ooh, you get that 49 right there. Iron Mike Tyson. Let's just put a few things. We're not going to go wild here, okay? And again, it doesn't mean we're going to hit or anything. But let's just look at the numbers. Iron Mike equals 50. Oh, 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 it's magic. Iron Mike equals 50. You see that right there? Iron Mike in the language equals 50. Isn't that wild? You see that? Look, this is all like the way I'm doing this. I basically just thought of it and I'm like, okay, that's too obvious. Let's just go on the fly. Isn't that wild? Iron Mike equals 50. So let's put like Curtis Jackson. Let's just put 50 Cent. Let's put Curtis Jackson. Put Curtis Jackson. And Iron Mike does have that 6/30 birthday, or the 30th day of the 6th month. You do get a 63 right there. Let's put Jackson. Remember, Jackson Tyson. Right? And I think that's amazing. Like we already nailed it with that 50, but let's just I'm just glancing, and the reason why I don't look at how Jackson's got 116 like 50 Cent. But the reason why I don't necessarily like to just do the Gematrinator on the fly is because there might be something right in front of my face that like I'm just gonna miss, right? But it's all good. So what? Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, Iron Mike Tyson, Mike. I mean, that's pretty simple right there. Wow, Iron Mike equals 50. There may be some other connections in there, as I stated. I'm not really gonna like catch them right away on the fly. Let's look at this 163, Curtis Jackson. 163, that's the 38th prime number. Mike equals 38. See that right there? And so 50 Cent's birthday is July 6th, so 7667. I don't see that anywhere in there. Um, do we see another 36 or 63 to sync up with Iron Mike? Nope. That's okay. So, wow, huh? That's awesome. So, I feel pretty comfortable. I think, kind of leaving it right there. That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Iron Mike's got that 50 right there, like 50 Cent. Look at that. The boxing connection, the speech connection, 50 Cent's birthday, 6 days after Iron Mike, Jackson, Tyson. That's amazing. And there may be something else I forgot to mention, but I mentioned earlier. Man, so that's awesome. Again, I'm trying to be completely organic with this. What I mean by that is like I'm not trying to like stretch and go. Obviously, I could enter a bunch of stuff in the calculator. I could do a bunch of, oh, look at this. You know what I mean? Those things I mentioned were, I think, undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Organically on the fly. I'm not trying to waste anybody's time. Shout out to the Conscious X channel. I appreciate decoding like that, even though he may have like a lot of followers and we don't see if it's even a real person or if it's AI. Shout out to Divine Sade as well. But I like, we all have our own decoding style. I just kind of like mix it up, I guess. But shout out to the Conscious X channel, because they've been doing this for a while. And a lot of people will clown on Conscious X. And I think those are gatekeepers that clown. You know what I'm saying? And Conscious X, there's subscribers in that. But it's weird because he's still shadow banned like a mother, for real. Because I'm subscribed, I never get a notification on Conscious X. Ever. I don't think I've ever on two channels received a notification. Like, am I not clicking the right button? I watch the videos and they never pop up on my YouTube feed ever. Like, I literally have to type the whole damn thing in to get the channel to pop up. But shout out to that channel. I do this all like just kind of natural, and I naturally kind of mix up. The more I decode, the more I see through this stuff, and I see these characters are synced up. Shout out to Richard West as well, because he's seeing it too. But these characters are definitely connected, and I just put out like about 5, 6, 7 things there that are undeniable. No matter what it is, I don't know what it is. There's something fishy going on. I mean, it's with the language, it's with the looks, it's with the stories to the characters. It's possible, let's just say these are humans. They may not know that stuff. You know what I mean? There may be something fishy going on that they don't even know. Like, not everybody can decode. You know what I'm saying? So the stuff's right in front of our face, but look, we don't catch it all the time. Jackson, Tyson, You know what I mean? I'm almost positive 50 Cent's mentioned Mike Tyson, or he's got the boxing thing going on. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's in the if they're related. It's wild, but there's connections. I'm onto it over here. So yeah, I had to come and just do that video, man. 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, Mike Tyson. What do y'all think about these connections? There's always more. Sometimes I hit stop and then I catch something and I'm like, damn, it is what it is. But that's as organic as I can get you a breakdown. Until next time, peace.